Yes, guys, welcome back to SFeatley F1, and we're here for the qualifying watch-along to the Belgian Grand Prix here, round 14 of the 2022 FIA Formula 1 World Championship. And like I said just earlier in the preview, like numerous circuit changes. Don't forget, there's always that threat of rain as well. It's overcast and dry for now. Hopefully it can stay that way because busy schedule today, so I can't really do with delays. I want no delays in this qualifying session, so you drivers be on the best behaviour. Just watching Max Verstappen fans. I wonder if they'll like that after the I wonder if they were celebrating like that after the championship win last year in Abu Dhabi after the weight went down. I bet it were. There you go. That's a different story. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. Not why qualifying is coming up soon, so literally in the next 5 minutes. 7 minutes, should I say. Live timing I usually have for this, but it's not working yet again. I'll try one more time. No, it's not going to do it. So I'm going to try and get it up on my phone and give you up-to-date radio messages during the session. Obviously, we had the big news about 2026, the 2026 rulebook, which includes the removal of the MGUH, which is the generator that generates heat from the turbo to either used instantly as power to which in now Formula 1 that eliminates that power eliminates the turbo lag, or you've got as well as that you're using self-sustainable fuels. So we'll see how that all plays. I will be doing a show about that, and absolutely just to go through every single detail about those new upcoming rules, because the fuels they're going to be using will be roadworthy. So the sustainable fuels will be roadworthy, sustainable fuel for road cars. So as soon as you see it in Formula 1, just like with all things like that you see in Formula 1, eventually it finds its way into the normal road car industry. So, and that will be like mega, which is why I didn't like the fact that Just Stop Oil were using the F1 to do their protests when they're part of the solution. There you go. And it's all part of their net zero by 2030. It's supposed to be carbon neutral by 2030. So Spa-Francorchamps, if you haven't seen it before, here it is. If I get the circuit up, let me get the circuit up for you guys. Epic races throughout the years. So yeah, so first set. So here we go. Look, as you can see, look, 3 minutes until the session starts. So, third turn one, got the new. Instead of a runoff now, you have you don't have a runoff area now. You have the gravel track. A gravel track has been put back in place instead of a runoff area, which is going to make turn one in that one is going to be awesome to see how they dodge their way out of that one. Most of that runoff area was used by the form by so a substantial alteration been made at the circuit of Spa-Francorchamps to increase safety for drivers and enhance the experience for F1 fans. Oh, they've also put gravel traps at Blanchimont. Hell yeah! The runoff areas between 2 and 4 have been increased by 25 metres, and additional gravel traps have been installed at multiple corners around the circuit. Good. If you fuck up, you should be punished. And like in these cars, the last thing you want to do is wreck the floor going for a gravel trap. Like you don't want to be going because these cars are so resistant to change. There's also there's a different turning at Pouon. But what I'm saying is that like you shouldn't be able to get away with the runoff area, and unlike last year's cars where the rear downforce wasn't solely generated by underneath the floor of the car, this year's cars it's all about ground effect and the bottom floor of your car generating the downforce. So if you wreck your floor, you are completely might as well retire. Start of qualifying will be delayed. Oh Jesus Christ! I knew it. I was going to get a delay today. How long is it delayed to? Are they seriously? Am I actually watching some weird shit? I'm just watching a group of people having like drinks around a table, hanging off a crane. That's when you know you're loaded and you've got. Come on, let's get that repaired. Let's go. Right, what turn's that? Right, so that's coming up to. Where's that coming up to? Oh, the Porsche Carrera Cup race coming up to. It must have been coming up to going round after. It must be the corner after Radio and the chicane after that. Must be. Can't think of anywhere else. Fuck's sake. Due to amateur driving in the Porsche Carrera Cup. There you go. So, how long are we going to get these delays for? That's what I want to know. So, Gasly in his AlphaTauri doesn't look like. Let's just say it doesn't look like they're getting ready anytime soon. Well, so much for the Arsenal watch-along later. That's alright, I've got someone covering it in case. If you are from SFeatleyTV and you're wanting to watch the Arsenal watch-along with us later on the other channel, SFeatleyTV, don't worry. Say from King's Football Show will cover that until I get there. Right, whilst I'm doing this. Well, Leclerc getting strapped in must mean they can't be that far off. They couldn't be that far off if they get strapped in already. And let's hope that these fans don't have an absolutely miserable weekend like they did last year. And I think some of the fans were repaid. I don't think all of them were. I think some of them were. Which, like, I don't think the FIA were particularly kind in paying them back, or the sport promoter, or the event promoter. Right? I don't think the events, the race promoter for the Belgian Grand Prix and Spa-Francorchamps circuit was particularly wanted to particularly, how do I put this, pay them back, which I think was wrong. You just pay them back anyway. Daniel Ricciardo, he is on his way out of McLaren, dropped by the team, and I don't blame him, to be fair. I don't blame him. I mean, Lando Norris has outperformed him his 2 years he's been there. Look, 15th, a 6th, a 15th, and then 5th and 4th. Whereas Daniel has barely got into the top 10 once in those last 5 races. And that's in the last 5 races. Like, it just shows that he was just never going to cut it. He's not gonna. It's just not the right project for him. Big issue is, where does he go? Where does he go? Does he leave Formula One altogether? Does he go to Formula E? Does he go, or because don't forget McLaren have got the Formula E championship. They're taking over Mercedes in the Formula E championship, so they might keep him and say, we want you in the then he might take the Formula E option. But even I think he's too good for that. I think he's too good for that. Well, I'll wait and see. Oh, look at that. Gravel trap. Oh, there's gravel traps at Prawn. Can they please do this as an upgrade, like as an update for the F1 game? You know, I want to see that, see the updates, and also, like last year they did a special update to include the livery of for Red Bull's Japanese Grand Prix livery to celebrate being with Honda. Well, they're doing a special 54 years AMG for Mercedes, right? So can't they do the same for 54 years or 55 years, something like that? Can't they do the same for Mercedes then? Look at those performances by launch. Aston Martin have been poor this season. I tell you what, they're chucking money at it, but Lawrence Stroll's chucking as much. His dad's chucking as much money as it's not really succeeding. I mean, look, even Guan Yu Zhou's performances have been better. His qualifying form, that is. Anyway, and if anyone got any questions, hit us up. Right, if you know it, if you're new to F1, you want to know how it works, please let us know. Well, Sonoda's getting kitted up, so they obviously must mean that they can't be that far off starting the session. And they don't want to be too far off, but look at that weather. Look at that weather, doesn't look good. Oh, there's the FIA president. What a twat. Oh, I can't stand him. I mean, he immediately went, like, he immediately went down in my estimation when he had a go at Hamilton for his activism. You know, that it really went down in my estimation completely. Are we done yet? Looks like they're done. They look done to me. Mick Schumacher getting himself kitted up for the session. His qualifying form's been impressive. 6th, alright, 19th in Britain, but in the top 10 since the British Grand Prix. So last 5 races, he's been in the top 10 4 times in qualifying. Again, Williams, poor. Best result qualifying wise was 10th in Britain. But I'm sorry, like, so here you go. Look, you got some drivers are getting strapped in and ready to go, and some aren't. There goes the go-kart track. Oh, going down the inside, that one in all black gear there takes the lead. If that is the leader, that is. No, I should have kept showing that. We could have commentated on that. Something's buzzing in here. The worker bee. Yeah, we're back. 25 minutes past 4. So it's 20 minutes past 3. 15 minutes, and we are live. We are bang on for qualifying. That, have a look at something on the rear of Hamilton's car. You should be alright though. For people that don't know, like these safety strap harnesses is something a driver can't do because the cockpit has to be so built to their shape, right? They're built to fit, literally like snug fit. To because the more it suits the driver in terms of like how it fits the driver, the more they save on weight, and B, the more safe the driver is because there's less chance of being moving around. But what it does mean is that once they get in the car, they need their engineers to strap them in, put all the radio communication like connect them up properly. Oh, look, at least the fans are enjoying themselves. That's good. So it looks like, unlike last year, there's still a sellout crowd. Despite what happened last year, right, it's still a sellout crowd. Right, and we're live in 13 minutes. Oh, Gunther Steiner, the team principal for the race. He's not. He's a lot better in Drive to Survive. That's the thing. This whole Drive to Survive thing, right? Is that as much as that, like some people don't even know the drivers, but they know Gunther Steiner. He's that become that much of a freaking household name through this Drive to Survive series. It's funny that happens like that. But there you go. Bottas strapped in, ready to go. Wow. Bottas with 20 career poles. For obviously going to be throughout his time at Mercedes. Since the only other team he was with at the time was Williams, and he didn't get a pole position there for the team. There's a lot of mist hanging over the top of the circuit now. I'm sure the teams will want to get this session started. I wonder what the actual weather's looking like for right. It's currently 18 degrees air temperature. Precipitation, 1% chance of rain, so it shouldn't be raining today or tomorrow, which is a relief. We hopefully won't get the same instances of what happened last year. Oh, Emerson back in the championship winning team was home. Sorry. Tell you what, I've had a look at this new F1 manager. Jesus Christ, that looks very complicated. Look at that. Look at that. When you work that out, look. Right, career poles for Max Verstappen 16. Valtteri Bottas has got 20. And Valtteri Bottas joined joined Mercedes after Max had joined Red Bull. I know people are going to say, yeah, but he had a better car for until 2021. Yeah, fine, but still. Not that I'm not denying That's Verstappen's talent. He is a talented driver. I just feel like some people take it to absolute extremes when he's not like fully developed yet. We don't know what else he's got. We don't know if he can improve any further. Oh, sorry, man. Yes, that barrier is fixed. 7 minutes. You could have said 420. So Esteban Ocon now finally in his seat. Sergio Perez, 1 win, 6 podiums, top 10 times and fast. That's his 2020 World Championship so far. Spain he should have won. Baku should have been allowed to win. But that's fucking bonkers. That is absolute bonkers. What the hell? That is when you know you've got too much money. You're renting a crane out to literally hang above the circuit so you can sit and have drinks. What the fuck? What the hell? I'll be shit shitless. Alright, put me down. Put me down. Well, the cable snaps. I mean, don't get me wrong. Fair play to them because look, like they can see what's going on in the pit lane and everything. But my God, that's taking the mick. Hey, do you want to have a drink with us for the Grand Prix? He said, yeah. Where you at? He said, hanging above the circuit, mate. Best grid position for Yuki Tsunoda, 7th position. We are now 5 minutes away. There you go. Less than 45, 44, 43. Yeah, not long to go now. Right, 2 minutes 50. Not long left. 2 minutes left to this until the start of this session. I also hope with the new rules they don't extend the cars even further, because the cars are even bigger than they were last year. And they were big. And then longer as well. Oh, no, Norris drinks Coca-Cola. Pleasure. Brilliant. Here we go. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 8, 7, 6. And the Williams is up, coming out already. As the light goes green, and we are green. We have gone green. For qualifying. So Latifi, the first out on track, going through the new layout of a Rouge. They've also, like, the exit doesn't look as brutal left as it was. It's a lot more. It's a lot less of a turn, which makes it even easier. Which spoils it for me a little bit. Whoa, snatch a break. Oh, they brought gravel traps back down there. Yes. So, right. Max Verstappen patiently waiting. And his title rival Charles Leclerc is as well. So you've got no runoff there now. And the runoff starts there. And there's not much of it. There's not as much as it was. And you got gravel traps running alongside all the way through Blanchimont into the last turn. There's a little bit of they've basically halved the runoff area, which is good. They should do. And Latifi's back in. And so Mick's coming through the new part of going into Blanchimont. As Lewis is about to head out Now, Lewis is about to leave the pitch now. Wait for the right moment, and then off we go. So here comes Mick Schumacher into turn 1, right? Mind the obviously there's no runoff that you can use at turn 1. It's all gravel track now, coming into the new Eau Rouge circuit, which looks a little easier for me than it was before. Going down the Kemmel Straight, right? This is where you want less drag as possible as you go into rally on. And Schumacher So what's that extra little runoff? Because they're using the same part they used before. So what's that extra little bit at the one before before the corner before pull on then? Anyway, coming up to the last sector, he obviously will go fastest because he's the only one who's setting the lap time right now. So Mick, he want it flat to the floor with as less drag as possible. Right, this is why you're more towards a setup that's got less aerodynamic performance than because then whatever you might lose in terms of someone who's got more downforce in sector 2, you'll regain that down in sector 1 and 3, and you'll go fastest with a 147.9. I'll tell you what, I'm just running on board with Hamilton there. Very little porpoising. The porpoising doesn't look as half as bad as it even was in Hungary. It looks a lot more controlled. So Hamilton will go flying out of that corner now, down towards Eau Rouge. Right, George Russell will be helped out by the toe he's getting from Lewis as he goes through Eau Rouge now. Maybe 4,000 quicker. And Russell 600's quicker. So not bad pacing that Haas down a straight line. So Hamilton coming into Prix now. And all of a sudden Perez will light up the timing screens in that Red Bull already with sector 1. Obviously Hamilton, there's one here. I think he's won here 3 or 4 times. 2015, 2016, I can't remember. 2017 he won. 2019 he didn't. 2018 he didn't. 2020 he won. So yeah, about 3 or 4 times he's won here already. And Hamilton goes fastest, but Russell I think will pip him. Yes, he will. He will go 5/10 quicker. Jeez Louise. As Perez now goes with a 145.3. Hang on. Leclerc goes second, literally 2/10 off. Norris in third. Sainz pops it up to pole with a 1:45.0. But watch out for Max. He's done a fastest first sector, personal best in the second. And then he goes, fuck, where did he get that from? He's gone another 5 tenths quicker in the last sector of all. Right, it's Tsunoda causing problems already with let me have a look. What? I don't get this. Right, I can't seem to ring in the audio either. Oh, fuck's sake. Let me see if it works on here again. Let me see if I can try and sign in. I doubt it. EATLEY. Right. Oh well, let's start. I'm not getting that then. So Hamilton and another personal best in the first sector. They've been complaining that they've been mentioning about heating the tyres during these sessions. It might take a couple of laps for him to poke up with a good lap. But then Hamilton now getting a personal best because probably Russell's giving him the helping hand he needs. Like Russell's now returning the favour. As Russell goes, 1 foot doesn't improve. Hamilton gets himself to 11th only though. Oh, come on, guys. Come on. It's supposed to be a new floor and everything. If they can't get this new package to work, then we're in shit street. I'm telling you. So, current order, Max Verstappen in first, Sainz second, Perez third, Leclerc fourth, Ocon fifth, Alonso sixth, Gasly in seventh, Ricciardo eighth, Norris ninth, Russell rounds up the top 10. Hamilton is 11th, though. Alright. Albon 12th, Vettel 13th, Magnussen 14th, Tsunoda 15th, Stroll 16th, Latifi 17th, Mick Schumacher in 18th, and then the 2 Alfa Romeos, who I expect will probably go quicker at some point. 5 minutes to go. Who's in the chat at the minute? Big up SIYs. Hope you're doing okay, my friend. Nice to meet you. If you haven't hit the like button and subscribe, please do. We're 5 minutes away in this session. This is where you'll find probably from, I'd say, about Gasly onwards or below will go for another lap, probably. I do think the Alpines are safe. I'm surprised Mercedes' package is not working. I'm sure Mercedes are baffled by it. But there you go. Right, Stroll's about to leave this garage now. Well, now he's gone. He was waiting for traffic in the pit lane. Here comes Zhou. He leaves along with his teammate in front of him, and Nick Schumacher literally sneaks in front. That's probably not what they wanted, right? That is probably what what Haas didn't want. France, big up, man. Gasly and Ocon, Gaz Ocon has, since his winning last season, I think it's half the fact that Alonso's just not as quick as he used to be, but B, he is actually getting good performances out of Alpine, right? So, and the fact he's also signed for another 2 years, I think that is. So Gasly, I'm not sure about Gasly though. He's been in Formula E before he came to Formula One, and if he doesn't get a move away from AlphaTauri soon, he is going to be dropped because Red Bull have a list of drivers that are coming through. Right, they have a list of drivers that are coming through, so they need that team to constantly bring in through drivers. AlphaTauri do, right? So, but hopefully they won't need to rely on it so much if they help Audi with the sponsor, like in helping them develop as a team. Because don't forget, in 2026, as well as the new rules, there will be a new team called as Audi joins the sport. So it'll be another opportunity for maybe Red Bull to say, "Hey, can you take one of our new rising stars in F2 and F3?" We need more. Basically, you could tell by the way it's all worked out. We need more seats in Formula One, so getting more teams in, which is why Audi, and the reason why Audi have decided to go for 2026 is because of the cost cap structure, the new costing structure, to make it more affordable and accessible, right, for teams to set up a team and compete, has meant that you've got these teams coming in. Meanwhile, Stroll in 16th, struggling. He's in the drop zone. He needs a slap. He's giving it everything. He's on the ragged edge here. P7 for Gasly could do. Be a big ask. It'd be a big ask, but I think he could do it. But again, I think 8th. I'd say about 8th to 10th for him. For this Grand Prix. Depends how poor, what happened with Mercedes just now is actually their actual performance or not. If Mercedes don't improve in the second session, or even show like they're improving, then yeah, you could be on for a P7. But Stroll crosses the line. He gets himself into 10th. Valtteri Bottas gets him on the Schumacher, gets himself into 13th. Who's gone that in the pits? Zhou's just gone. So Bottas is boxed. Bottas is in the pits. Bottas is out. So we got Albon on the bubble. Vettel gets himself, but he's now on the bubble. We're still waiting for Albon and Latifi to come through. Here comes Tsunoda, and he's messed it up. Oh, he's locked it. Oh, Tsunoda's just fucked. He's gone banzai into the last corner and fucked it up completely. There you go, look. Hamilton should get faster. 1:45.7. How far is that off the curve? So it's about 2 tenths. Wow, Albon, where did that come from? Albon's just gone 6th. If you need real free and high, I'm okay at the minute. Right, because no, you're alright, mate. Like, even if I say yeah, I can't afford it. All the money goes to charity on this channel. Well, not just on the awareness for my other channel, SFeatleyTV, is generated on here as well, right? And that right, and SFeatleyTV raises money for Children's Liberties Foundation, so this is all for charity. That's the whole purpose of it. Thanks for your offer, though. Yeah. Do you know what? I've seen these new flexible phones. Honestly, I've seen these flexible phones. I'm watching a Samsung advert of it now, right? Part of me feels if I buy one, as soon as I drop it, I'll break it. You know what I mean? It feels like it feels like you could easily just break it. Oh, Qatar with the World Cup. I can't believe we're doing a World Cup in the middle of December. I can't believe we're doing that. It's unreal. Anyway, drivers out. Sorry, the drivers that are now out of the session were Bottas. I'll find out who've been dropped actually. So Bottas is 20th, Yuki Tsunoda is 19th, Magnussen 18th, Latifi 17th, Mick Schumacher 16th. So those are the 5 drivers that have dropped into the drop zone are out. of Q1 as we head into Q2. I will be... Oh my god. Sorry, just need to sit back. Just need to sit back for 2 secs. One minute 30. Give me 1 minute 30. Once the session starts, I'll be back on. If I don't, my stomach will cave in. Yeah, but let me know what you're thinking of from that session, right? Do you think what conclusions can you make from that? Do you feel Alpine is probably going to pit Mercedes, or do you feel Mercedes are just hiding what's left in there? They've got basically they still got time in hand. I still think Mercedes have got time in hand. I don't think they're I don't think they have time in hand over the top two, but they still have it over the rest of the field. It might be for Mercedes one of those races where no matter how much they try, they're just going to have to accept they're going to finish 5th or 6th. Right? Unless one of the top 4 drops out. Right? But, yeah, we'll wait and see. 15 seconds, right? 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Let's go. Green light again, guys. And immediately that is Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton, not messing around. He is straight out. So as he comes through a Rouge and then onto the Camel Straight, obviously using a tinted visor. Obviously using a tinted visor, struggling to see is usually some of them you can see their eyesight. You saw Vettel's eyesight very clearly on his one. Some drivers have a different preference of what tinted visor they want to have. If you're getting towards wet weather conditions, you'd want a clear visor to try and see as much as you can. But even then, that's still an impossibility because like these cars don't have windscreen wipers, and you can't put windscreen wipers on the visor of a helmet. So it's something they just have to just deal with and get on with when they're in Formula One. But anyway, Leclerc looked like he's about to head out, as well as Hamilton is about to pull, and he's about to start his lap now. As he comes around to start his flying lap. First lap of this session goes into turn 1. So Hamilton going through a Rouge. Be absolutely flat down here. Braking into turn 4. Obviously will go fastest for now, money, but he's still got Verstappen coming up behind him. Russell only did a personal best though. yeah, as I thought, Max Verstappen's gone fastest in sector 1. So Hamilton coming through the chicane before coming out of turn 14, and then it will be flat through 15, 16, 17, and then a last braking zone at the bus stop chicane, turn 18. Braking into that corner, flicks the car in, well controlled. Hamilton goes top for now, but he's not going to stay top for very long. I have to admit, he's not going to stay on top for very long. Russell pips him. 2 personal bests and then a fastest in sector 3 has pipped him, and then Verstappen pips Russell. 1.5 clear. Jeez, whoa. And just when we thought Mercedes might have caught up and got somewhere with their car. Oh no. That's the problem. When you're developing, you ain't the only one that's doing it. It's 10 minutes of this session left. Albon flicks the car in. He seems to be doing well in this Williams. Gets it into 10th. Right? I mean, it's a lot better than what his teammates doing. I mean, his teammates barely getting out of Q1. Right? Which proves what I already know. Right? Latifi, I'm sorry, he should not be in a Formula 1 car. He's just not quick enough. He's not quick enough. Oh, Leclerc kicking up some dust as he comes out of turn 14. Whoa! Literally using every little bit of circuit and more. Right, let's use also some dirty tactics by putting some of the dirt across the track. But Leclerc coming up and Sainz lets him go. But Sainz has come in the pits and Leclerc's only got 6th. He's only got 6th. That's not good enough. I think it will ever be good enough for him. Not after the amount of poles and that he's had already. Sorry about that. There you go. 5 minutes left of this session to go. I'll tell you what, mate. I'll put it out like this. I'm ill, right? I'm not well. So you're lucky I'm doing a fucking podcast at all. I'm lucky I'm fucking breathing, right? So yeah, I might struggle with sleeping. I might struggle with doing streams, right? If you think being ill is fucking funny, fucking do a transplant and see how you get on, mate. Right? Don't like it? Fucking do one. Dickhead. Having a go at some guy on Facebook. She wants to have a go at the fact that I'm not well. Simple. Anyway, 4 minutes left. Q2. Let's see who gets in the top 10. Hamilton on the bubble. Oh, please don't. Exactly what I need. Come on. Zhou ready to head up for the exit. And someone said to me earlier this week that it was supposed to be raining this week at Spa. I wouldn't put that off, by the way. This is Spa, like it can happen. It can happen at also one part of the circuit and not happen at a completely other part. Right? 2008 Belgian Grand Prix is a prime example. Which Hamilton had that legitimately won that race and had it taken away from him. Right. But you're all lucky I'm doing this stream at all, to be honest. Right. I could quite easily go back to bed. Right. I'm not having people laugh at it. I'm not having people laugh at it. Right. When I've got doctors that don't even want to fucking see us. They don't want to see us. Right. Until I'm in a crisis. Right. I've had to take 2 trips to the frigging hospital this week. Right. Because the doctors ain't got a clue what they're doing. And I'm not having some prick, right, laugh at me because I'm knackered because of it. Because if you really think that's that harsh, I'll just stop and I'll go back to bed. I really will, because I can't be dealing with it. Really am not in the mood after this week. Really am not. Usually I can joke about my health, but I'm sorry, I'm not having people laugh at me, right, just because I'm not well. There's no one else that can do this stream. No one else can do it. 20 seconds left. Everyone on their final laps. It's who's going faster. Alonso going faster. Gasly's going faster. Zhou is going faster. So Hamilton's going to need to step up the game here. So I love F1 cars taking that corner. Pull on. Jesus, you get to see what a car, F1 car really does. Something wrong with Perez's car. They're trying to fix the issue. Can we worry about Perez's car during the break? He's through. We're trying to focus about top 10 here. And Hamilton's on the bubble, and you're worried about them working on the car. Worry about it during the 7-minute break between sessions. Fastest first sector for Alex Albon, so that Williams is. Tell you what, he's neatly set that up to have good straight line speed then. And he has had it neatly. He has been getting. I mean, the Q1 got that 6th best time. So there you go. Stroll is out. What about Hamilton? Hamilton's going faster, luckily. Ricciardo into 8th. What's Hamilton got under his locker? 1:45.4. And then Russell does a 1:45.4 as well. It's literally 500ths away. Jeez, Albon's got it through, man. I said he's got it neatly wrapped up, that car. I said he's got a decent package there. Right? Albon outperforming that car, man. While his teammate is showing what it actually can do, which is be at the back of the grid. Right? So in the end, Albon proving that he is the better choice out of and why Williams were right to loan him. I mean, he's not got much to beat. It is Latifi. Oh, here's another thing that doesn't help the mental side as well. The encephalopathy's come back. So if I do react like that, then sorry, that's probably my encephalopathy killing me. Anyway. Right. So out of Q2 is Mick Schumacher. It will start 15th. Lance Stroll will start 14th. 13th for Guan Yu Zhou. 12th for Pierre Gasly. 11th for Daniel Ricciardo. And then Lando Norris. Alexander Albon gets 10th and squeezes through against a lot of them, which, to be honest, is quite an achievement. And Daniel Ricciardo's performance there is justifying to McLaren. It justifies to them why they've dropped him. You've got a car there that should be getting towards the top 3. McLaren needs to start challenging for the top 3 now, right? They've been on this path since 2018. 2022 was supposed to be the year they start pushing those top 3 teams. They haven't done it. Right? Now, part of that is the car. Right? Part of it is the car because Lando Norris has been outperforming sometimes in that car, right? But a lot of it is down to like Daniel Ricciardo not performing. It kind of reminds me of what happened to Gasly when he joined Red Bull. He joined Red Bull in 2019. He couldn't compete with Max Verstappen, couldn't get anywhere near his times, right? And then eventually he was dropped before the 2019 Belgian Grand Prix, which, um, um, which obviously was where he lost his best friend Antoine Hubert in the F2 race. But the reason he was dropped is because he wasn't performing. And this is the same thing here. Right? Alexander Albon in 2020, he took over that seat from Gasly. He then didn't perform after a whole season of 2020. So he was dropped. So in the end, and that's why they ended up getting Perez, right? And Perez is still probably not just as quick as Max, but he can challenge him on occasions. Whereas, how will I put this? And it's the same here. Ricciardo was supposed to go in there, and with his experience in winning Grand Prix, right, was supposed to help drive the team forward with a winning mentality. He hasn't been able to produce that. Right? He didn't be able to produce it at Renault either. Then he decided to up sticks and leave. But now that looks like to be the wrong decision because Alpine, who took over from Renault, right, look like they're gonna compete for him for the top three and be the best of the rest at the minute. You know, so there you go. Big up, mate. Thanks for that. Like, like I said, look, I haven't got a problem with anyone, right? I just do the best I can with the help I've got. Right? And I don't need people laughing at us for it. Especially when you spend most of the day, like most of your time in hospital. I don't need it. I appreciate the compliment, mate. Really do. Really do. If you haven't hit that like button, hit the like button and subscribe. As we go green for Q3. Green for Q3. So Max comes out behind his teammate. I'm not surprised. So he'll get the benefit of the toe. Tell you what, those cameras right by the pit exit, they're gonna them photographers are gonna know about it. Whoa, where did the overlay go? Sorry, wrong overlay. Yeah. They're gonna know about it. They're gonna know about it if someone decides to crash into that wall. I'm surprised they let them stand there, sit there to take pictures. Usually they don't. But there you go. So previous pole positions: 2017 Hamilton, 18 Hamilton, 19 Leclerc, 2020 Hamilton, 2021 Max Verstappen. Oh. Leclerc has now decided to make his move. And it says Perez starts his lap. Oh, he took a lot of that curb, didn't he? Got away with it, I think, a bit there. I don't know. He might have not got away with that, to be fair. I think Verstappen might take a little bit less and get away a lot better. Because it does compromise. If you take too much curb on the inside, it will upset the car, which means it'll take longer to get back on the power. So we'll see what happens here. He's fastest in sector 1 so far. Max goes fast still. So yeah, Max is probably done not use that curve so much, because from there to all the way to the end of the Kemmel Straight is flat. It's flat, right? And there go Perez round Poulon now. Right, 190 miles an hour for braking into turn 12, getting a turn 13. Right, some of these corners 130 miles an hour, 100 miles an hour through turn 14. Like, the speeds are mind-boggling. But you see what Verstappen's gone fast still with the second sector. Well, has Ferrari got an answer? No. Ferrari don't look like they have an answer at the minute. They really don't. And I said they need a dominant weekend. They need to take pole. They need to win the race to make a statement that this championship's not over, and they're not. But there's Ocon coming out. He's gone 4th. Hamilton only 6th. And they've got a new floor, new rear, new front wing. I don't know what Mercedes have done. It's like they've gone backwards. It honestly looks like Mercedes have gone backwards. Stoffel Vandal in the Mercedes garage, obviously. Mercedes driver for Formula E. The new Formula E champion, that is. Stoffel Vandal. Season will get new season. I believe it started towards the end of the year, about December time, something like that, November, something like that. I don't know. But Charles Leclerc just throwing the car as much as he can, just trying to squeeze every single ounce of it. Luckily, the traffic keeps out the way. But it's still 7/10 down on Verstappen. He's getting nowhere near this time. I don't think anyone's going to get near this time. It's such a mega lap. You know, it's like one of those laps where no matter what anyone drives, they're not going to get anywhere near it. Right? You used to see Hamilton do it so often. And the problem is with Ferrari is that they need everything to be perfect to even have a chance of winning this race. Right? Red Bull didn't look very strong in Hungary, and yet they won the race. This is the thing. You give one slight of opportunity to Red Bull, they'll take it. With both hands. Right? Whereas Ferrari, they don't have the leadership. Look at that, fans. They're not soaked. Jesus, you see the bottom when that car was bottoming out for a Rouge. It's usually the Red Bull more than most because the Red Bull is just used to being an arc like that, so it's used to always bottom out. Jesus, the way he threw it into the bus stop chicane. Could have quite easily spun the car around. Absolutely launched it into the bus stop chicane. Have Ferrari got anything to respond with? Have they? Anything? Because at the moment, it looks like Verstappen is going to walk it and walk his way to another title. At least this one will be legit. Alcan is his first. I'll still count last year as Hamilton's 8th. Whoa! So Max is no longer taking part in this session. So he's basically doing what Vettel did in Singapore in 2013, which is try and win pole position in the pit lane. Let everyone else go out and try and beat that lap time. Right? Oh, please someone pip him. Please someone pip him. If someone gets pole, oh, I'm gonna laugh. I will laugh. and we're on board, literally in the camera's view eye of Carlos Sainz heading into turn 1. They're giving Sainz the toe, but what? Leclerc's heading the championship. Leclerc is ahead in the championship by over 80 points over Sainz. Sainz, so it's Leclerc that needs the points. It's Leclerc that needs the positions, and he needs to win the races. What? That makes no sense. That makes no sense. Ferrari, what are you doing? You're using the wrong driver. Whoa, kicks up dust. Turn 14. He's just not going to get near it. No. Hamilton 7th. Oh my god. No. Oh. So much for the progress. So much for the progress. Didn't get that. I didn't get that at all. Why are you using a driver that's over 80, so many points behind his teammate, let alone 80 points behind fucking Verstappen? It's like they don't want. It's like they're trying to stop Leclerc winning it. I don't get it. I don't get what they're on about. What are you doing? Anyway, I've got to wrap up because I've got to set up the next stream for the watch-along for the football. So make sure you hit the like button, you hit the subscribe button, you hit the share button. And I'll speak to you guys soon. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.